Welcome back to Crypto Hodl Pride, where we hodl crypto. Not just any crypto, though. No, we hodl the ones that we personally researched and believe will emerge as giants in the crypto industry. This is not financial advice, this is entertainment and what I am personally doing with my money. Today we're going to be talking about not selling your bitcoins and why hodling is the best strategy. Yesterday we were tracking an address that had 100 Bitcoin in it that hadn't moved since 2010. Over 100 Bitcoins just moved from an old wallet, on-chain data showed. The coins have been lying in the wallet since 2010 when they were worth just a few dollars. Here's all the metrics and stuff. That means somebody had like the ultimate hodl of all times. 2010 from 0 to $5 million. Kudos, man. That is a legend. I don't know why people are selling their bitcoins. Selling your bitcoins was back in these days. You know, back when it was below $10,000. That was the time to sell your bitcoin. That was when the venture capital and angel investors were getting involved. That was when this space was still back in Silk Road. Back in the days when it was still in the underground and people were speculating more on whether it was going to go any higher, gain mass mainstream adoption, or go anywhere aside from being used on Silk Road. Those were the times to sell your Bitcoin. Now is not. Now, when you scroll out and you look at what is going on, back here, back in March-ish area, that's when Michael Saylor started getting involved. When institutions, it went from speculative to this is now real and this is something that is happening. So let's look at what's going on in the news here. We got 13,000 bitcoins withdrawn from Coinbase. Are institutional investors still buying at $48,000? You gosh darn better believe they are. Anytime you're selling a bitcoin, those institutions right now are picking them up. Companies like Dubai IBC Group, who pledged $4.8 billion worth of BTC to back Miami's 2.0 blockchain strategy. MicroStrategies, who buys another $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and now owns 90,000 Bitcoin. They purchased an additional 19,452 coins for an average total of, or at an average price of $52,000. Now we go back to the price here today. Do you think Michael Saylor's worried that we're at $49,000 right now? No. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin Jesus, is not worried at all. Why? Because he knows what is happening. And then we got Square. They're buying $170 million worth of Bitcoin here. This was on February 23rd. They just purchased another 3,318 Bitcoins, adding to what they already owned back in October of 2020, which was 4,709 Bitcoins. Then we got Elon Musk over here, who bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin here recently. And his profit from that one purchase alone is $1 billion. That's insane, guys. That's absolutely insane. I believe he bought that on the 6th of February. And he's already made more profits than his entire Tesla company has made in 2020. His profits were $721 million. And Elon's not doing it because he's looking for profits from it. He's looking for a safer place to keep his money as the US government keeps printing more and more money by the month. This was back in October, and then it was a fifth of all the US dollars that were ever in existence were created that year. That's staggering. The amount of money that was printed last year by the US increased at a pace that has been faster since World War II. This is why people and institutions are getting into Bitcoin. There's no longer a safe haven where you can put your money in a bank. Heck, nowadays you put your money in a bank account and they charge you just to keep it there or to do anything with the money, let alone make any. So yeah, a lot of the younger generations haven't been investing most of their life because they see that their purchasing power just dwindles by the day. But you know, that's starting to change because people aren't buying Bitcoin to spend it. They're buying it to hodl it. They're buying it to keep it and store it and save it back in their piggy banks for a future time. People who bought back in 2017 are now the strongest hodlers. I mean, 2017 it was $4,000. Today it's 10x that price in 4 years. And even as recently as 10ish months ago, we were still able to pick up Bitcoin around $4,000 to $10,000. So when people who are just getting now into the market and are seeing, you know, prices fall maybe $10,000 at a time, yeah, that is a significant amount of money. I agree with that. That is a lot of money. But over the long picture, always zoom out, man. Look at this. Look at this. And these institutions, is this going to stop? No. BTC price could be headed for a price recovery as data suggests that the institutional investors have withdrawn more than $650 million from Coinbase. And that's the strongest bull signal that crypto quant has seen. This is just the data coming from Coinbase Pro and their outflow of Bitcoin. So as the prices are rising, more and more Bitcoins are leaving their exchanges. And it's not to leave to go to sell to somebody. They're putting these in reserves and cold storage. They're putting these in places where they don't plan on spending them for 4, 10, 20 years from now, if even ever. They plan to sit on their investment. They plan to get a return, just like these people in 2017 and prior to that, 2013 and 12. They don't have weak hands. They plan on sitting on this money for multiple years to come and hodling, which is what we do here on our channel at Crypto Hodl Pride. I remember talking to my uncle at one point, telling him, I don't remember when, this was back in 2013, maybe 12, 14, that our market cap was $10,000 or $10 billion. And my uncle, who's in finance, just kind of like looked at me and smirked. And I didn't understand it at the time. But back then, $10 billion was, to him, was not a lot of money. Now, the entire crypto market cap is $1.5 trillion. So I don't know. It could go to zero tomorrow. Do I think it's going to do that? Absolutely not. There's way too much invested and too many people invested now. Big money, big money, bigger than I ever dreamed would be actually plausible. So you tell me, what are your thoughts? Bitcoin going to the moon? Are we going back down to zero? Are you a hodler? Are you a trader? Hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, keep calm, hodl on. Some of you out there might be wondering what I use to purchase my crypto. I use Voyager, not because I'm sponsored, but because I am a customer who feels their platform is far superior to its competitors. And also because I earn interest on everything I put on there, from US dollars to over 50 digital assets. If you'd like to sign up for Voyager, you can use my referral link down below, where you deposit $100 and get $25 in Bitcoin for free.